everybody, welcome to my channel for the tournament introduction video for WTC 2023 that happened a couple of days or weeks ago. I'm not going to be too long, just talking a couple of words about my list and who was there and what are the settings of the tournament, but I won't talk too much about it. I will maybe cover some topics in the tournament conclusion, and like I usually do, I try to answer to your question either on the 9th forum if you have some, or you can also submit in the comment section, and I'm going to do a little question and answer at the end of my tournament conclusion video. So don't hesitate if you have any questions to ask them, and I will try to answer to all of them. A couple of information about the tournament. So it was a 2-day tournament, 5 games. Osnabrück is the name of the city. It's not far away from Hanover. So not too far, I think not too far from an airport, which makes it reachable for most of the European teams of 8, which makes it a great event as a warm-up for the ETC. As you will see with the lineup in the next slide, there are a couple of ETC teams that took the occasion to attend, and it was crazy how soon or quickly the tickets were sold out. I mean, it was crazy. It's like in one day everything was sold out, so really people jumping on the ticket. Ourselves, we were like one of the last to buy the tickets, so yeah, it was easily sold out. It's really a great event, and I think the best one to prepare for ETC basically. 2 hours and a half for each round, which is a bit lower than ETC, but still decent. Obviously pairing team of 8 took time, move the army and so on, which leaves us most of the time with 3 hours for playing the game, which was, in my opinion, enough, but not too comfortable like it can be for ETC, where you have maybe 2 hours and a half to play your game. Random pairing, then Swiss draw, 1 timeout allowed for each round. The particularity, something that's a bit different than ETC, is each round you play 4 secondary objectives instead of playing only 1, and all deployment were used each round, so all 8 maps from the map pack A were used. I think for me it was already the case last year, the 4 secondary objectives played each round, and I think for me it's better than the ETC system of last year, where it's only 1 secondary objective for each round, because I think there is less. Basically, sometimes you're a bit dependent on the luck of playing against the right team, or on the right secondary objective against the right team. Basically, to take a stupid example, if you play against blocky list on old ground, it's obviously harder than against MSU lists, shooty list. So sometimes you see some meta of teams are taking something a bit more different than the rest, and it can have an influence on your ability to win the round. And I think with the 4 secondary objective, it makes also the pairing a bit more tricky and more interesting. So I think this system is definitely better. I definitely like it a lot. And I think even if you don't like a particular secondary objective, and you would say, yeah, I don't like to play it at all, so I can build my list to not play it a lot, you will still end up playing it sometimes. I feel, for example, myself, I put slightly slower estimation on capture the flag, I think, in most matchups, and I still ended up playing 2 times capture the flag. So I think you cannot really avoid it. So yeah, overall I hope that ETC will be similar to this one. I think it's the best system. About the lineup, so as you can see, many ETC team, Belgium team, Ukraine, we have Team France, we have Team Germany, Luxembourg, we have ourselves, Team Switzerland, the Dutch Lion, which is Netherlands, Denmark was also here, Austria was here, Czech Republic. So as you can see, like half or more than half of the team are ETC team, and the rest are either Germany teams that are not too far away from the place, or also some local team, like the second French team that ended up second on the French qualifier also attended. We have also another Belgium team and so on. So yeah, really interesting lineup. Some competitive teams that are really looking forward to get a good warm-up for ETC. Couple of words on my list, and maybe about round 1. We ended up being paired against Dutch Lion, which was already an interesting test for us. They beat us last WTC, we beat them at ETC. So this is the third game, we'll see who can end up on top this time. On my list, not a lot to say, I think you know it. It's very similar to what I played last year. Basically, I made some tests during Interregio, I guess. Did I? No, not really. It's at the Bellum Lacum, beginning of the year. So Bellum Lacum, I also tried some more aggro list during some time last year after ETC. And then I tried also at the boot camps with the Team Switzerland, some other list, but I didn't really feel I found something better than that. So I kept something really close to what I played the last year. I just improved a bit the magical setup, reduced the Gwynget banner here, and the rest just change a little bit some stuff, but not much, and put some tigers in core. So I didn't change a lot actually, and it's what I know, and I really wanted to test again this list on the new meta of this year to see how good it still was, or if I need to make some more adjustment. But basically it's more like a list that I picked because I didn't find something better or something more creative that was, for me, has more potential than this one. So I just kept something that I knew I could do a solid tournament with. So that's all for this introduction, guys. What is also cool is what's part of this type of tournament is obviously the journey with the teammate, making some stops, getting some German drinks and so on. And obviously what I liked a lot is the exchange with the peoples. I think seeing the people from different countries that you know from previous events, having a chat, getting a chat also with some of my followers, which I thank a lot to having. I had several people coming to see me, having chats, saying that they like the content and so on. It's always great to get those feedback for the motivation, obviously, because as you know, for us it's a huge time that we invest for those videos. Obviously even more for me that he's having a channel in French and a channel in English. So getting some positive feedback is always great for the motivation to keep doing this. So thanks a lot for the people that came having a chat with me. And yeah, overall it was definitely a great weekend. I'm looking forward to analyze the games and showing you the battle report. That's all, guys. Talk to you soon for the game 1 against the Dutch Lions. Bye bye.